read to me the nameplate?
Judge Eboni K. Williams.
So the only thing that matters in this particular courtroom is how I see it. I am from North Carolina by way of Louisiana with some West Coast cool and a New York edge. Do we have a problem, ma'am?
No, I don't, Your Honor.
Equal justice is all about the most important values of our country: freedom, integrity, and those are the things that I'm striving for. Ma'am, you run your household, this man gets to run his. I decided to become an attorney and pursue the law. I wanted to be a voice for the voiceless. This court cannot hold this woman accountable. People from all sectors of life, black, white, purple, gay, straight, queer, and that's what equal justice with Judge Eboni K. Williams is all about.
Sophia Nguyen claims she was invited to showcase her desserts at the defendant's tea shop, but was stuck with travel costs when the event was canceled. Mia Flores says the spreading wildfires in Los Angeles made it unsafe to open her store.
Miss Nguyen? You are suing Ms. Flores for $1,312. You claim there's been a breach of contract. Tell me why you're in court, ma'am.
So I am a freelance recipe developer, and for a couple years, I've been more serious about my vegan desserts. I started posting about them in fall of 2024.
Okay.
And you can take a look at Exhibit A.
Okay, you can give your whole folder, please, to Elijah. Thank you.
Was when I posted on Instagram that I was officially making a brand, like starting my own company, because my goal is to make these vegan desserts and ship them internationally. So I talked about that I'm starting a business. I talked about how I'm looking for potential investors.
Okay.
And after which, a day after Mia messaged me on Instagram. We have interacted on Instagram before, mostly just reacting to each other's stories and whatnot. We grew up together. We actually went to grade school together, but we have not seen each other since then. And she messaged me excitedly about you can look at Exhibit B, excitedly about my business. If I'm looking for any investors, and I say, like, do you have any leads? To which she responds, yes, you can host an event at her boutique tea shop in Burbank.
Okay, so you launched Sophia Bakes on social media?
Yes.
Okay, so this is going to be your vegan dessert company?
Right. This was the first official post about me making a company.
Okay. So this is the launch of the business.
Right.
You're soliciting investors, donors, etc.
Yeah.
You hear from Ms. Flores, this childhood friend, but whatever, acquaintance, we'll say.
Right.
She expressed some interest to support your budding business and says she could host an event for you in Burbank at your tea shop. Is that correct, Ms. Flores?
Correct.
Okay, now what is talk to me about your business. What's your tea shop?
Okay, so in 2021, I opened my boutique tea shop.
And it's in Burbank?
It's a Burbank,
okay,
yeah,
go ahead.
like really close to the entertainment studios.
Yes.
So there's a lot of people,
yes.
you know. So I have teas from all over the world, and people like to taste.
People like little cute, sweet snacks with their tea.
Exactly.
So when you see this childhood acquaintance launching this vegan dessert brand, you think there could be alignment business-wise?
Yeah.
Okay, so I see where she sends you all these notes and you say this sounds like a good idea. So y'all set an event.
Yeah, and I'm all the way up in Tacoma, Washington. So, but I immediately start looking at flights the day after and start looking at accommodations. I'm psyched about this.
Yeah, I was going to say, also, nobody held a gun to your head, ma'am. You said this is going to be a great opportunity.
Yeah.
It's going to be a new business. She has an existing business and an existing client base. So this was going to be a win for you. And maybe you could provide your customers with something they would like, and it could be a win for you. So this sounds like it would have been mutually beneficial for both businesses, correct?
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about where it went wrong, ma'am.
So yes, as you can see in the text messages, we had decided on a date. It's Wednesday, January 8th.
Yes.
Of 2025.
Yes.
I fly into Burbank that Monday night, so the 6th. I go grocery shopping. You can look at the receipts on Exhibit C.
Yes, I see.
For the ingredients, I specifically...
Yeah, so you spent $95.74 on ingredients to make the snacks that were going to be at the event on January 8th.
Right, and I specifically booked a bed and breakfast that had a kitchen to cook these desserts.
Yeah, I understand. I'm clear. You're preparing. You're preparing for an event.
I fly in Monday night, go to the grocery store. Tuesday, I spend all day baking all day, but whenever I'd open my phone, I would see on social media these fires.
Yeah.
I saw, what I knew about them was that they were growing fast.
You're talking about the California wildfires that became international headlines that devastated hundreds of families, displaced hundreds of people, businesses, generational situations, and people died.
Right.
Okay.
And of course, I'm looking at that disturbed as well, but also at the same time, I'm not even thinking about this affecting me whatsoever.
You have a launch event, one would say. It's going to be happening in the state of California. You're simultaneously reading headlines, because we were all getting them to our phones. Well, no matter if you lived in California or New York, or anywhere in between, Texas, Florida, pick a state. Everybody across the country, really the world, was hearing about the devastation that was happening in the state of where? California. So I don't know if the court's buying, ma'am, that knowing you were flying to California, you had an event in California, devastation was happening in California, that you wouldn't think that maybe, just maybe, you would be impacted?
No, because when I flew in before I even heard of the fire. I don't even know if they had started yet, because when I saw about the fires, it was Tuesday, so the next day. And when I went to the grocery store, and then I'm gonna get to this on Wednesday morning, go to get myself a coffee, these establishments were up and running, and there were people outside. The only thing that was, like, I guess different to me was that the sky looked darker on Wednesday morning, but I know that you can see smoke in the air from fires that are miles and miles away.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
I don't know when she decided to cancel in her mind, but the first I'm hearing of it is at 7:45 on Wednesday morning.
You're so ready to answer that you're not listening.
If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with a dispute between Sophia Nguyen and Mia Flores over a canceled bakery event.
Okay, let's get back to the expenditure here, ma'am. In addition to the $95 you spent on the grocery store ingredients, you're telling the court you spent $189 on a car rental.
Yes.
I see a receipt for $412 on your plane ticket. Then I see hotel accommodations for $615. That's how you're getting to the $1,312 that you want Ms. Flores to reimburse you for.
Right.
Because ultimately, I'm taking it that the event was canceled.
Yes, it was canceled. As you can see, I have pictures.
Elijah, please retrieve her evidence folder. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. If you see Exhibit 1, pictures of the fire on Tuesday.
Okay, so let's take a look at the pictures. I'm seeing huge clouds of smoke. I mean, and so what day is this, ma'am?
Tuesday.
So this is Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday
And you flew in on what, Monday?
Monday.
Okay, so by Tuesday, the skyline was looking like this. You say in the Glendale?
Morning. Yeah.
In the morning?
From the outside of my place.
Of your house, okay.
Yeah.
And then you make a
Correct.
business decision that says what?
Yes. That I'm not safe to go to my shop, and also I have my pets and my belongings. I didn't feel safe to leave them, even though we didn't get the evacuation. I felt like I had to stay close by in case we needed to evacuate.
Okay.
Yeah.
These wildfires happen
All the time. Yeah.
with frequency, and often these evacuations happen spare of the moment, last minute, and can be very difficult to navigate.
Mother Nature.
So the point I'm making, ladies and gentlemen of the court, is that it is not unreasonable to believe that pre-evacuation, one would make such a decision.
There's a video right there.
Okay, let's see the video so that we can get a better sense as to what this all looked like. Okay, just y'all look at the skyline. This is what it looked like on that Tuesday.
Morning, yes.
Morning. I mean, one could say it looked like Armageddon. One could say this looks like the world is ending. I mean, it's giving Independence Day.
Yeah, and it's moving so fast.
Yeah, and you just don't know where this could go. So you made a decision to cancel the event. How did you communicate that to the plaintiff?
As you can see,
I see some text messages.
Yeah, Exhibit 2, we have the text messages right there, and I was communicating with her, letting her know that I want to be opening the shop, and I felt sorry that the event is not happening.
And just so everybody knows what I'm reading here, this is from Ms. Flores to the plaintiff. Sophia, I'm just confirming that I'm keeping the shop closed today. This is Wednesday morning, you're letting her know, so it is the day of the event.
Correct.
Okay. Again, I'm very sorry for the last minute change. With everything going on, I don't feel comfortable opening or leaving my home. I'd still be happy to reschedule once things settle down. I'm honestly confused. This is the plaintiff speaking. Everything here in Burbank seems normal. I know, but that can change any minute. I've already spent a fortune getting out here and preparing for today. You promised we could do this. I understand you're disappointed. I'm sorry. The sky looks really bad from my house. Smoke's everywhere, tree branches everywhere. I don't feel right leaving home. You say, could someone else open the shop? I have the food ready, and I spent a lot of money on this trip. Like I said, Ms. Flores says, I'm not comfortable. I wouldn't be able to focus knowing what's going on. Defendant, Ms. Nguyen, says, this is really disappointing. I planned the entire trip around today. So basically, y'all are just going back and forth about it. You say, fine, I got home. Thanks for reaching out, but I'm not in a position to do it. So she did offer to reschedule.
So this is Wednesday morning. The first I have heard, I don't know when she decided to cancel in her mind, but the first I'm hearing of it is at 7:45 on Wednesday
didn't y'all
morning.
hear me say Wednesday morning? Yeah. Turn around, Ms. Nguyen, because I'm starting to get concerned here, young lady. I really am, because I understand your emotions are heightened. We're in court. You are passionate about it, but you don't seem to be listening.
No, because she said Tuesday.
Actually, you can't listen. We can sing together. We can't talk together. You're so ready to answer that you're not listening. Because if you slow down, ma'am, and listen, I'm laying these facts out in agreement with what you're saying. I had already clocked that on Tuesday, she made some observations, but it wasn't until the following morning, Wednesday morning, I said to the ladies and gentlemen of the court, the day of the event, she let you know the event was canceled. So we're saying the same thing, but you can't even hear it because you're so ready to make an argument.
Yeah, sorry, it's because she said Tuesday, and I'm sorry, I apologize.
Okay, well, don't be listening to her, listen to me.
Okay.
It's my courtroom.
Okay.
This is Judge Eboni, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no, okay, not Judge Flores. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
When you heard the event was canceled, you were disappointed and upset. Yes? You're upset now.
This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with a dispute between Sophia Nguyen and Mia Flores over a canceled bakery event.
So, we've seen the video, we've seen the photos. We've gotten a sense as to what the environment looked like on the Tuesday and the Wednesday when the event was supposed to take place. When you heard the event was canceled, you were disappointed and upset. Yes? You're upset now. Elijah, please get the plaintiff some tissues. Thank you, sir. Listen, ma'am, I get it. I really do. I don't mean to be harsh on you, but you've got to listen. I understand money's at stake, dreams, business, American dream on the line. I'm not trying to be dismissive, ma'am. I'm really not. But you've got to listen if we're going to get some resolution today, okay? So you're disappointed, you're upset. Do you go back home? What happens?
She calls me saying that she has to cancel, even though she does not need to cancel. If you'll look at Exhibit F, there's no evacuation order in Burbank, so she didn't have to cancel. And I had asked her if
Miss Nguyen, I need you to stop.
Okay.
I'm going to talk to the ladies and gentlemen of my courtroom. Turn around. Look at the people. Turn around. Look. And watch them as they respond to what I'm going to repeat. Did I not say, ladies and gentlemen, that even though there was no formal evacuation being sent at the time, that Ms. Flores was reasonable to make a proactive decision about whether or not it was safe and prudent to move on with the event? Did y'all hear me say that? Mr. Nguyen, please look. Yes, I did. Yes. Okay, so the only person not hearing it, ma'am, is you.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
All right, I'm just gonna take a breath. I think everybody just take a breath in. All right, and release. Okay.
This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with a dispute between Sophia Nguyen and Mia Flores over a canceled bakery event.
Okay. Final last words, Ms. Flores, and then we're going to make a ruling.
I'm sorry.
I know this is very upsetting. This has been one of the more intense cases I've had in a while. Go ahead, ma'am.
I just want to say this was a kindness offer as a woman, correct, to reschedule. I know the circumstances with Mother Nature. I have no control. Nobody does. And for my safety.
She wasn't interested in rescheduling.
She was. I don't think she's interested because I guess she is far away.
She's not able to do it. So final words from you, Ms. Nguyen, before I make my ruling. She did offer to reschedule. You declined that. Tell the court why you declined the rescheduling offer.
I was not in a position to be able to do that. I literally could not
financially.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm just gonna take a breath. I think everybody just take a breath in. All right, and release. Okay. You know, I think that a lot of this is a reflection, quite frankly, of just how traumatizing the fires were. I really do. I really do. I think we all know somebody that lost something, whether it was a business, pet, property, their home, community. And it's upsetting. So you get to be upset, ma'am.
Judge Eboni's verdict when equal justice returns. This is Equal Justice.
What you're asking the court for is $1,312 to reimburse you for expenses that you did incur, and I'm convinced you submitted evidence, you paid the money, you incurred these expenses, and you really weren't in a financial position to do so. And you did it on the hope that it would help catapult a successful business venture. But you cannot expect me to hold Ms. Flores accountable for simply being a prudent, proactive, reasonable, not just businesswoman, but community citizen, and looking at that skyline that we all witnessed on that video and saying, not on my watch. I don't know what I would think if you had gone in and opened shop that day, ma'am. You might be in a different legal dilemma. Frankly, and I'm upset and traumatized. I'm triggered because I was in New Orleans with a little something called Hurricane Katrina. And you know what they did, Ms. Nguyen? The government, from top down, people waited on an evacuation notice, and guess what? It came too late. And thousands of people died. Somebody still never recovered to this day. So I am very passionate when I say that I am fully supportive of what Ms. Flores did. I am deeply sorry for your fiscal loss, but we must not put money above people in this society. I rule in favor of the defendant, and with respect, ma'am, your case is dismissed. That's my ruling.
All rise.
Judge Eboni has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's case is dismissed.
Any final thoughts?
Yeah, this has definitely been a learning lesson for me.
Any final thoughts, ma'am?
Yes, I just wish her the best.
Okay. You've had your day in court. Please grab your belongings and follow me.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.